So we still building our application, and you can see how we can name route and actually use those named route in our view. And for this video, we actually going to be using doing parameters, how we can actually get parameters from our route, how to use parameters with route. What if we have something like this and we can actually click this and we get an error? We want to get this value from our route, or we have something like this and we can just say page go to something like 6. Now, how do we get all this information from our routes? Those are called route parameters. So the first thing we need to do, let's just use this first, right? So let's just go over to our route. Now we want to create another route because basically the way you're saying this, now this route with a parameter is not different from this route, and we need to create the route separately. So if we go over here, let's just copy and paste this, and right here we can just do a forward slash, and we can do a curly bracket, and this will take an ID. So this will be let's just do get params contact, and this will be get contact, get param contact. So let's just go ahead and create that controller, and right here in our public function, remember we're using a parameter, so we need to pass that parameter to our method, and this will be ID, and right here we can just return the lesson ID. So if we should refresh now, we should be getting that too. Now we're getting that too. Now if we call this 8, we're getting that 8. So this is how you can pass parameters to your route, and you can do a whole lot more than that. You can see this, and we're getting that. So we can now return a view. We can return a view, and this will be contact params view. You can call it whatever you want. And right here, I want to pass that ID to the view. So this will be dollar sign. This will be ID, which will be in a quote. And right here, we can now assign the value to it. And this is how you do it. For now, we don't have that view. If we should refresh, we're going to get an error. Okay, same view not found. So let's just go ahead and create that view, and let's just create it from this, and let's just Ctrl S and put the name and just say blade. So hopefully this makes sense, and if we should refresh now, because we have the view, we're getting this, and we can now come here and output that ID. So you do that with 2 curly brackets, and you also close it. So let's refresh, and you can see that right here. So if we should go over and just say code it's me, and let's just do that, and you can see that right here. So yeah, so this is it. So whatever value you feel like passing to your view, you can do it from here. And let's just say dollar sign name is equal to code it's me, and right here we can also pass that value over to our view, and right here we can say name, and we can now give it that value. Hopefully this makes sense to you. And right here in our view, we can just do something and just say concatenate this. Let's just say name is equal to let's just say dollar sign name. So let's refresh this and you can see that name is equal to code it me, and we have the ID right here. So this is how you can pass value. You can pass an object, you can pass an array, you can pass a billion, any data type. It all depends on you. And yeah, so the next thing we need to do is actually see if, what if we have something like this in page is equal to 5. What if we have something like this? How do we go about it? And it's actually quite easy to do, to be frank. And what you can just do is you have to use the request object, which has been used here, and you need to give it mm, a variable name. And right here, I want to say if uh, $request get, which is the type of the request that is right here, page is true, then I want to return $request get page. So hopefully this makes sense, and if we should refresh, you can see we're getting that 5 right here. And if we do this, we're getting that 8. So another way you can do this is one. Another way you can do this is to just use do if $request and just give it directly is true, and we can return $request, and this will be page. So you can see that it's right there, and this is actually how you can get parameters uh, from your route and actually use them, and you can actually assign this page to a variable and actually send it to your view. So that's all for this video. I'll see you in next video.